Welcome back to another New England Metal Jackets video. Today we're showcasing an upper receiver that we have built for a customer. Here's the Aero Precision M4E1 upper receiver. Here we are placing the upper receiver into our Wheeler Tools upper receiver vise block. Once we have the upper receiver secured in our tool, we can add a little lubricant, which is just motor oil and automotive grease mixed together. This provides a lubricating base for this lapping rod while we lap the upper receiver. The process of lapping is just taking a gritty material and sandwiching between the tool and the upper receiver. And as the tool spins, it slowly takes off some material from the upper receiver where the barrel mates to the surface of the upper receiver. This process is supposed to help with accuracy of the rifle and to have more consistency when it comes to accuracy and shot placement. As we remove the tool, you can see the bare aluminum that's exposed from the lapping process. Once the lapping process was completed, I used the hops cleaning solution to clean the threads from the upper receiver so that there wasn't any more of the lapping compound left behind. And here is a view of the finished upper receiver once it's been lapped. Now we're going to move on to dimpling the Rosco Manufacturing 11.5 inch barrel. The Rasco barrel arrived with one dimple already in it, but with this tool we are able to provide two dimples for both of the set screws in the gas block. Here's a look at the two dimples while the tool's still on the barrel. Now we're going to remove the tool from the barrel and then give the barrel a good wipe down of any metal shavings and debris that was created from the process. And here's a quick look at the dimples all done. Now we're going to move on to the gas system. Here's a look at the Superlative Arms Adjustable gas block the customer has chosen. There's a look at the tool that they provide for making the adjustments to the gas block. A little bit of their paperwork. Instructions. Here's our forward control design gas block bench tool. It holds the gas block in place while you put the gas tube in and hammer the pin in. I like to utilize a paper towel in between the two so that it prevents some scratching and mauling of the gas block itself. Here we're preparing the gas block and the gas tube for assembly. Here I'm utilizing a small pick tool so that I can align the two holes of the gas block and the gas tube so that I can start the roll pin. Here's a quick look at the gas tube and the gas block pinned together. Now we're going to make the adjustments on the gas block and set it to wide open because they ship it in the fully closed position. And there's the Superlative Arms Adjustable gas block with the Rosco Manufacturing gas tube. Now we're going to take our customer's Aero Precision upper receiver and place it on the Midwest Industries upper receiver rod. Here's another look at the Rosco Manufacturing 11.5-inch barrel. Another look at our Dimple job. Here we're going to add some of our homemade lubricant to the upper receiver threads, as well as to the space in between the upper receiver and the barrel. Here we're going to take the Geissele's Automatics barrel nut and place it onto the upper receiver and start screwing it on. Just a heads up for you out there that don't know this, but when you purchase a handguard from Geissele's Automatics, it comes with the barrel nut, but they do not supply the barrel nut wrench. That you have to purchase separately. Here we're utilizing our torque wrench to make sure that the barrel nut gets torqued on properly. Here I'm loosening it. I'm using a different wrench, just a standard wrench, to loosen it. I tighten and loosen the barrel nut 2 or 3 times to make sure that it gets a good, secure torquing on the final torque. Now we're going to move on to attaching the gas system to the upper receiver. For a thread locker on the set screws of the gas block, I like to use Rockset, which is a heat-resistant ceramic thread locker. And we use the Rockset for both of the set screws for the gas block. Now with the gas system in place, I'm using some Breakthrough Clean quick wipes to give everything a wipe down to give it a layer of corrosion protection and to clean it up. Looks nice. Now we're going to move on to attaching the Geissele's Automatics MK16 10.5-inch Mlok handguard to the upper receiver. Now we're going to move on to attaching the muzzle device to the upper receiver. It's just a standard A2 bird cage. Placing the crush washer on, a little bit more of the Rockset thread locker. The reason I like using the Rockset is because it takes a minimal amount of torque to remove the item, unlike using some of the other thread lockers like Loctite that tend to be a little bit more aggressive and harder to remove. Here's a look at the finished upper. You can see that Superlative Arms gas block peeking through. That Geissele's Automatics Handguard's thing of beauty. Onto the Aero Precision M4E1 upper receiver. Now we're going to take it to the range for a little test firing. Now a little video of the first round going through the upper receiver as a test fire. Here we're getting ready to throw some more rounds through it to see how she functions. We're going to make sure that our ejection is where it should be to make sure that it's not overgassed or undergassed. And here's a look of the upper receiver on one of my lower receivers for the testing with the spent brass that I'm going to send with the upper to the customer. Then we're going to give it a final cleaning before we pack it up and ship it out. And there's the final result of the upper receiver. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well. See you next time.